Hey there, family. Welcome to another episode of Life in the Higham house. We are so glad that you are joining us today. It is an absolutely beautiful day here in our piece of the country. We hope that it is just as beautiful where you are and that your day is going well. We are so grateful to have you as part of the family. To all our subscribers, we say welcome. We're thrilled that you are here. And to all of you who are watching who maybe are not subscribers, we'd love to say, hey, become a subscriber. Join the family. Be a part of our adventure as we celebrate what life looks like here in the Higham house. You never know what's going to happen. Today is a little bit of an unusual vlog because yesterday we did not have time to vlog, simply because we were just busy. Bray went out with some friends, Mommy was working, I was working, Logan was working, Nate was working, and Aiden was with his girlfriend Chloe, and Asher's away at camp. So there weren't very many people around yesterday to vlog, so we didn't do any vlogging. But I didn't want to go without a day on the vlog. I'm putting some stuff in the mailbox here. I just dropped a whole bunch of letters related to the youth group into the mail. It was one of my big projects yesterday, was catching up on some mail and some thank you notes, and so I'm depositing them into the post office right here. But I wanted to talk with you guys today, just a real short vlog. We're asking you guys a few questions, getting your opinion on a few things. We are, enjoying our summer, and things are progressing pretty quickly here. In fact, it's already the middle of July, which we just can't believe it's already the middle of July. Kids will be going back to school soon. You'll be going back to school soon, and that's just crazy to think about. But one of the things we are trying to do with our channel is create content that is of course, family friendly and ideal for kids to watch, and for families to sit down and watch. And so, that's one of our big goals. But one of our other goals is to offer families resources and ideas for things to do. And part of that obviously comes from the things that we do. Just recently we posted the vlog, our visit to the Haynes Shoe House in York, PA. Just a fun family outing, ideal for any size family. Super inexpensive, and if you can get to York, PA, it's really a fun little attraction. We shared that yesterday. We put some information on the blog. But one of the things that we want to try to do is offer resources for families. Suggest fun things that you guys can do with your family or as a family. We've tried to do that over the course of the last couple weeks here. One of the other things that we wanted to do, we have Kids Talk, which we've got brand new summer episodes that are unfolding every Thursday at 4 p.m. They hit the YouTube channel, and we encourage you to go and check them out. We've got 2 posted already. We're going to be recording a few more here this week, going into the next couple of weeks. But we also have a thing called Parents Talk that Amy and I started. And then we had to put it on hold for a little while because life just got a little too crazy, with a bunch of things happening at the church and things just happening with the kids and school stuff, and it just wasn't a good timing for us. But we want to bring it back, and the whole purpose of Parents Talk was for us to kind of have a platform to talk with parents about family issues and parenting issues, and offer ideas and some suggestions, and really to take questions and try to answer them, to create kind of this really fun way of interacting with parents. And we want to bring that back. So one of the things that I kind of would love to have some feedback from you guys is questions, ideas, thoughts, things that maybe you're dealing with as a family that you say, hey, I'd love to know what someone else is doing and how they're handling these things. And we'd love to have those type of questions and those type of thoughts, and we'd love to weigh in on them. as well as some of the things that we're thinking about. So I would love it, parents, if you are one who watches the vlog, or maybe your kids watch the vlog, maybe you have visited our family blog, and maybe you're just thinking, hey, I'm raising kids. I see that you have, you know, a couple adult kids, a couple teenage kids, a couple preteens. What do you think about this? And we'd love to share some of the things. We've thought a lot about some things that we've, you know, had to make decisions on, as far as, you know, letting our kids have cell phones and having access to social media, all those type of things. How we deal with our kids when it comes to dating. You know, we got 4 boys and a girl. 3 of those boys are in relationships. They're in the dating world. So we would love to hear from you guys, and we'd love to share some of those things. And I think it's sometimes a little easier for us to answer a question that maybe someone has, as opposed to coming up with topics that we kind of wonder are relevant. Along with that, one more thing that I want to share with you guys is Amy and I have just started a book together that's really kind of something that we do when we have the time here and there. But this is a book that kind of struck my interest, obviously because of the content. We'll tell you about it in an upcoming post, but more so by what I heard from the authors of the book on Focus on the Family. Focus on the Family is one of the resources that we enjoy and have used and benefited from over the years while raising kids and loving on our family. But they had a couple who wrote a book recently on their show just last week, and it was something that they said, or something that the wife said, that really kind of struck me and thought, gosh, she's right, and we need to do this as well. But the topic was on marital intimacy in a couple, or for a couple, and the question was, what was the question that the host asked the couple was, what was it that brought you to talk about this topic or write about this topic? And she went into this great big description of, you know, how culture has permeated life with various ideas that are some good, some bad, some are, you know, not biblically founded. But she said, you know, the culture is constantly talking about these things in the way that the culture wants to talk about them. But really nobody is talking about the things of God and the things of Scripture quite as loud as the culture talks about what the culture says. And basically it came down to saying, you know, she felt like if they couldn't talk about it, or if they didn't talk about it, you know, the biblical perspective of things, if they didn't talk about it, who would? And we would just continue to be a culture that's only hearing what the culture says. And I kind of thought about that. I'm like, you know, she's right. And so as a Christian leader, as a pastor, someone who's involved in ministry, someone who's involved in training up the next generation, as someone who is a husband and a father, I want to be somebody who talks about Scripture and God in a way that is positive and encouraging and edifying, so that we as the Christian community are hearing the things that are important to God, and we are focusing on those things that usually get drowned out by the culture. And so along with the parents talk and raising questions about parenting and kids, I'd love to have more discussion and more thoughts about what it looks like for husbands and wives to be connecting in faith, connecting with emotion, connecting with intimacy, connecting with just who God has created them to be and called them to be in this community, whether it's with their family or in culture or in their church, whatever they're called to, helping them realize it and kind of live it out. So we're going to be talking a lot more about that on the blog, because I really feel like we do, as believers, we need to talk about what we believe and why we believe it. And that it's not just rules and regulations in a book, but it really is about living a lifestyle of love and grace and forgiveness, and knowing who God is, knowing what He's called His people to live by, and then doing our very best to live by it. And that's not saying that we're going to be perfect, or we're going to avoid all things that won't cause us to stumble. Like, we're still going to make mistakes. We're still going to deal with the culture, but at least living in such a way that we are trying to honor God by all that we say and do. And so I'd love to hear some of your thoughts on that. When it comes to your marriage life, your family life, your career life, who you are in the community, how do we live in a way that really allows the truth of God to permeate our lives and impress those around us in such a way that they see us as someone different. So we're going to be thinking about that a little bit more, and we're going to be talking a little bit about that more. And I'm really hoping that Amy and I can make more time for the parents talk. And I really think that if you guys have specific questions, we could probably work better having those questions and then dealing with them in both the Parents Talk vlog series as well as in our family blog as we talk about things for the family. So that's what I want to share with you today. Just kind of more of a thought-provoking vlog from us today. We'll get back to the regular chaos and fun of life in the Higham house with the next vlog. But just a little more reflective today, a little more thought-provoking. Love to hear from you guys. Love to hear what you think about those things. Parents, adults, we'd really love to hear from you and get some of your feedback. How do you feel as you think about what it looks like for you as believers to be living in a culture that is so overtly saturated with bad or inappropriate sexual content, or just the pressures of media and social media, the pressures of living in a way that culture has so greatly elevated as the way that we should be living, and it's contrary to what God has called us to. I just want to hear your thoughts on that. So leave a comment below, or feel free to email us. We'd love to interact with you on those levels. All right, guys, it for me today. Thanks so much for checking in. We'll catch you next time right here on Life in the Higham House. Love you guys. Bye.